Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mo Money, man. Rich and famous news, man. It been a minute, but man, you know what time is it? Gotta get shit done. So I'm back. I've been coming across some crazy ass. Off this shit, the shit you won't believe that'll happen ass stories. Like that type of shit. But I'm back at it, man. As y'all can see, man, look at the title. We gonna start there. Shout out to J Man. Shit. You hear me? Look at the title. We gonna start there. But you already know, man. I wanna thank everybody for tuning in. Stay tuning in. Even though I ain't been screaming, but I still love the supporters who stop by the channel. You feel me? I be checking. I gotta check my stats, and y'all still giving me a nice number, even though I'm not. You feel me? But it is consistence. You feel me? Thank you guys for that. I'm back. I was kind of down. I was kind of sick. I work in an environment with a lot of people. Motherfuckers be sneezing and coughing. That shit come through the mask. You hear me? That shit crazy. But that's another story. We gonna go and get into this shit, man. The phone that solved a murder. That sound crazy. That sound crazy. But let's go. Let's do it.
It's the early morning hours of September the 10th, 2008. 19-year-old Erick Colon is walking home in a Jacksonville, Florida suburb. He's on his phone and minding his own business. He is suddenly robbed and then shot point blank in his face. The thief would take both his cell phone and his wallet and leave him laying dead on the sidewalk. Now, a few weeks later, a man named Hector Sanchez Torres, in an unrelated event, is arrested and put in jail. His family needs a way to find money in order to help fund his defense against the charges. Hector asks his uncle and his little sister Joanne if they could sell some of his belongings. Then they can send him the money. So they went to his apartment and grabbed some of his electronics. They also went into his car. Now, when they went into that car, Hector's uncle collected some items, including a cell phone. Hector's sister Joanne saw the cell phone and did not recognize it as belonging to her brother. She turned the phone on and she called herself with it, and the number was not familiar to her. Then she went through the contacts and found one that said, "Mom." When she called, a woman picked up frantically and asked, "Who is this?" The young girl said her name, and the boy's mother said, "This is my son's phone. He was murdered a month ago. How did you get this phone?"
What? Man, what? I need to take a breather on that. So a man catch a case out the blue, catch a case, some bullshit case. He called his people to help him out to sell some of his shit. They go get to the crib. Make the long story short, they see his car, go in his car, get some of the shit. But the girl get the phone, cut the phone on, and call her phone from the phone, and call another contact in the phone that say mom, and call the number. Oh no, that's crazy. Then he said the lady on the other line said, "This is my son's phone. He been murdered a month ago. How did you get this phone?" What? That's sick. I gotta take that back. That's sick. That's sick.
Frantically and asked, "Who is this?" The young girl said her name, and the boy's mother said, "This is my son's phone. He was murdered a month ago. How did you get this phone?" Joanne hung up the phone and she told her mother about the incident. They decided to speak with Hector's roommate and friend, Mark Hill Thomas. Markell told them that he purchased the phone from a guy named D. But when Maria told Markell to reach out to the guy named D in order to find out where he got this phone, Markell told him that the phone call went straight to voicemail. So they all decided they needed to get rid of this phone, or they could find themselves in hot water. Now, while they contemplated what to do with the phone, the mother of the deceased son had already contacted the authorities and tracked the phone down to Markell.
Damn.
That's why they're bringing him in to question him.
That shit, hey, it go another case about phones. Them phones.
Yeah, Markell. This is Detective Sharman.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
And I be trying to find shit that people ain't seen, you feel me? Because I know it be a lot of shit that motherfuckers seen, but I be trying to find that shit that we ain't seen, you feel me?
It's Casey wanted to talk to you about some information. And I'll be out here and take you to work when we're done, all right?
All right. Hey, Markell, you understand that you're not under arrest. You're free to come and go as you want.
Yeah.
Anybody threaten or coerce you to talk to me?
Yeah.
You hear your own free will?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you, and again, you have the right to leave if you're not under arrest. I just want you to understand that.
Right.
Okay? Do you know why you're down here?
Really not.
Okay.
About that,
Yeah. Not the incident. Let me just run a couple of things by you, okay? Your first name's Markell?
Markell.
Markell, you
Yeah.
work at the dog track? And what's your address? Okay. And how old are you?
17.
Okay. You ever been in any trouble, arrested, or anything like that?
When I was in middle school, I got arrested for I think it was battery or assault.
Okay. No, been a good while ago. Okay. And you work at the dog track?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you work there with Hector?
Yeah.
How long you worked there?
Since February. Around February.
Of this year?
Yes.
Okay. And how long have you lived over there off of Jamie's Road?
Actually, we just moved there in September 15th, I think it was. Only been there like a month, so it wasn't that long.
And you moved in apartment 34?
Yes.
With who?
With Hector.
Okay. And then he got arrested soon after that.
Yeah.
So now, you living with anybody now?
Well, another friend from the job, he moved in with me.
What's his name?
Raphael.
He's got a last name?
Landboy.
Okay. All right. What I want to do is, yesterday, you was at your apartment, and Joanne came and talked to you about a cell phone. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Tell me what happened.
First she had called me on the phone. It was like, her uncle had found a phone in the car, whatever, a mobile phone. She was asking me who it belonged to, and I was like, I don't know. She had asked me who it belonged to, and I was like, I don't know. Then I remembered, and I called her back, and I was like, this was a phone that somebody had sold to us, or whatever, and I had meant to get it back from her. And then she was like, she had called, she went through the numbers and then called the number that said Mom, or whatever, and she was asking like who phone it belonged to. She was saying that somebody was on there crying, talking, so they killed my son, or something like that. And then she was asking like, who is this and where can I get the phone? And she ain't never tell her, like, what Joanne was talking about. She ain't never tell her who she was or whatever to get the phone. So she said hung up. Then she called her mama, Joanne's mom, and I don't know. Then when I got home, then came down there and asked me about it.
Okay. Who asked you about it?
Joanne.
Did she come down there with Maria?
Miss Mary had came in later after Joanne had.
So when Joanne came down there, did she have the phone with her?
Yes, sir.
What did she tell you? What did Joanne say to you?
No, she was just asking me pretty much the same thing, though she had asked me on the phone.
Okay. Did she ask you where? You said something a while ago about they found the gun or the cell phone in Hector's car.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you remember how it got in Hector's car? Who you guys got it from?
Nah, well, it was like, I think, let's see.
Today's October 1st.
I think it was like 2 or so weeks ago, because somebody had sold us a phone. One of, I guess, Hector's old friends or whatever, because we was riding we was trying to find something to smoke on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I got this phone or whatever. And I was like, he was like, I'll take it, you know what I'm saying, pay for like little side females or whatever. So yeah, I took the phone, had paid 20 cash for it.
Wait, slow down a minute, okay? When did you buy the phone? Did Hector buy the phone?
I bought the phone.
And it was 2 weeks ago?
It was, I don't know the exact time, I'm just saying it was around
roughly?
Around like 3 weeks maybe.
Okay. So around 3 weeks ago, was it on a weekday, a weekend?
It was on a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really remember the exact date or number. It was during the week. It had to be, we got paid. So yeah, it was Thursday. We got paid Wednesday.
Okay. So it was on a Thursday, roughly 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And where was you at? Was Hector with you?
Yes,
Where was y'all at when you bought the phone?
we was past the mall, like,
The Orange Park Mall?
yeah, like not like right. You know where that park at? It's like you go down. Matter of fact, you know where Orange Park Junior High at?
Yeah.
Like you go past that, and it's like the little basketball courts and stuff. Down that road, we was down there.
Okay. Whose car were y'all in?
It was in Hector.
Okay. Do you have a car?
No, sir.
You.
I'm taking over payments.
Okay. Okay. So it was just you and Hector
Yes, sir.
by the basketball courts, Orange Park Junior High.
Past the junior high.
Past the junior high.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go to somebody's apartment, house?
No, we was
Side the road?
Yeah, we was like them parking lots over there.
Okay. What happened?
He had called because some dude had walked, like he was walking down the street and he had came in the car, he sat in the car or whatever. Then after we got what we had came and got for it, he was like, he had his phone, whatever, something y'all wanted, and it was a booth, a mobile phone or whatever. And then I was like, I'll take that junk. And then he was like, yeah. You know, that's like some extra hose or something like that. So I gave him some cash and he gave us the phone.
Do you know who the guy was?
No, I know the name D, that's all I know. I ain't never seen him before. They say he had worked at the dog track before, but he wasn't there when I was there.
You just know him as D?
Yes,
Did you know him? Did Hector know him?
I'm guessing Hector know because he had called him up. I ain't never seen him before.
Okay. Hector called D on Hector's cell phone.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember Hector's cell phone number that he called him from?
Can I answer this?
Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Who this? Who this? Oh, what's up, bro? Hey, I'm gonna call you back, man. Yep.
Okay, so this was on a Thursday. About what time of the day? Was it dark?
Nah, it was in the afternoon.
Okay. And Hector called this person D.
Yeah.
And was Hector at home when he called him, or did he drive over
No,
there?
we was driving. It was on the way we was over there.
Okay, so it's pretty close to where you met the guy, or did
Yeah.
you call him? Okay. Now, did the guy come out of one of the apartments, or
Well, I ain't seen him. He was walking down the road.
the main road?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
Not really. I don't know, cause I don't really. I ain't look at his face. Really, I ain't get the stuff because he was in the back seat and I'm in the front seat like this, and I ain't really look back to get like a good visual of him.
But you know him though.
I never seen him. But I don't know. Hector knew him. It was one of his people.
Okay. All right. But he worked at the dog track before you guys,
That's what they say.
and he asked you, did you want to buy this phone?
He asked both of us, but I said yeah.
So you paid him $20,
Yeah.
and he was in the back seat of his car, of Hector's car.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. How long was he in the car?
It wasn't that long. It was like a quick 5-10 minutes maybe.
Did y'all smoke anything?
Yes, sir.
Some weed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did he say where he got the phone from? Did you ask him, like, does it work?
He asked me to work. He was like, yeah. And I was like, cause he had turned it on, and then he said it worked again. I had took the phone.
Now, this was over there by the school.
You know.
Did you leave the phone on?
No, sir.
Did you ever call anybody with that phone?
No, sir.
Why not?
Cause I had it, then I turned it on. Like, it was on at first, then I had turned it off, and I had set it on the side right there, like on the little compartment side of the door.
The little compartment?
Yeah, I had left it there.
Was it on or off?
It was off. Cause I was still using this phone at the time.
Okay. So did you ever use that phone to call anybody with?
I had some numbers in there. I had just started numbers in there.
You put numbers in there? But you didn't call anybody from it.
Nothing.
Did anybody call you on that phone?
I ain't get no call time.
Okay. Did you ever turn the phone on and try to look at any voicemails or messages, anything like that? What did the phone look like?
Oh, it was brown. It was a booth phone, like brown right here.
Yeah.
And like a little, like with the glass part, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I know, like not too long after cause I had lost it for a minute. I thought I had lost it in the house somewhere, but I couldn't find it. And I guess I had left it in the car. Cause that's when Joanne had told me that his uncle had found the phone
In the car?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you bought this for $20, do you normally buy cell phones?
No, cause I had a plan
And what did you buy this for?
for extra on side.
But you never used it.
No, I stored numbers.
Oh, so you store numbers on that phone and use that phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Did Hector ever use the phone?
I don't know. It was in the car.
Did you ever get a charger for it, charge it up? Do you know if the battery ever went dead? Do you know how many times you turned that phone on or looked at numbers and stored them or?
Like, I turned it on maybe 3 times. Yeah. I ain't use it a lot. I just use to store numbers. Maybe like 3.
Why didn't you just store numbers in that phone?
Cause my old lady was on
Well, you're trying to be sneaky, man.
my phone.
Was it girls' numbers that was in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, we can't let your girlfriend find out about that. Let me ask you this. When you guys had the phone, you got the phone Thursday in the afternoon time. Was it like noon, 1, 6 o'clock?
It was like around 4. Cause we had to be at work at 5:18 on Thursdays. It was like close time where we had to be at work.
Okay, so it was right around that time. And you never
Motherfucker going to jail.
questioned him about it and said, hey, where did you get this phone from?
I wasn't thinking anything, so it was just a phone. Buy a phone, it's about a phone, whatever. Store numbers on side.
Okay. Let me ask you this here. Did you and Hector ever ride around, you got any contacts in Jacksonville, like on the south side or any place like that? You ever ride over there?
Well, my old lady stayed on the south side, off Phillips.
Imagine being 17 and calling your girlfriend your old lady. Did any of you guys catch that?
Phillips Highway. What's her address?
I really don't know the exact address of it.
Is it close to Bay Meadows or Western Way or 95 or?
Are you familiar with the south side?
A little bit.
You know where that Walmart's at? Like you go down Phillips Highway, you know where that Walmart sits at?
Not really. It's been a while down there.
Jail.
I know her street is called, I think Stonemont. I don't know the number address. It's called Stonemont.
Stonemont?
Yeah.
M-O-N-T?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you ever go over there and turn the phone on or check the phone or anything like that?
I ain't seen it in a while. Like I said, I thought I had lost it in the house somewhere. Because for a minute, Hector's uncle was driving the car. Like, because ever since the baby was about to come, because he had just recently had a baby, he been driving his mama's car to get back and forth on post or whatever. And his uncle been driving this car until yesterday when I got the car.
Well, let me ask you this here. How many, this fella D, was he by himself?
Yes, sir.
I want you to think back and give me a description of him. Was he a black male, white male?
He was black.
What's his age, roughly? Teens, early, late 20s, 30s, 40s?
By the looks of it, I say he maybe like 19, maybe.
Young fella?
Something like that. I mean, he was like, I don't want to say my size, because he was a big, little than
Little
me.
muscular?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
You're 17?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where's your parents at?
My mom lives off Wells, and my dad, I don't know if they're about to keep the house or not, but he stays in Argyle.
We're at Argyle.
In Marsh Glen.
Marsh Glen? What's that run off of?
I don't remember the street name. I know you can go down Argyle, the Argyle main road, and it's at McDonald's right there.
Yeah.
You know the name of that road?
Cheswick Oaks.
Yeah, you take that to the right. I mean, like at the light, you make a right, it veers off, and then It's like the second division on the left.
Now, who lives there?
My daddy,
What's his name?
Dwayne Thomas.
And your mother lives there?
No,
she lives.
She lives on Will.
Oh, what's your mother's name?
Cassandra Thomas.
Are they separated, divorced?
Well, they was about to get separated, but they about to get back together. I'm guessing.
Oh, they about to get together?
Yeah.
Okay. And are they living together, or are they still separated in their residences?
Well, right now, my dad, I'm guessing he's in the process of moving the stuff from the house over to the apartment.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to be moving back in together, so I'm guessing he's moving back to that apartment.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And your dad's address was what? Hampshire?
It's a
Is that CAMP?
KCAMSHIRE.
Oh, okay. Right. Have you ever lived there with your dad?
Yes, sir.
Do you go there and hang out from time to time? Spend the night?
Only time I be over there is to wash clothes. He said I can go over there and wash whenever I need to.
Hector ever been over there with you?
Yeah, he drove me a couple times.
Okay. Did y'all ever go over there? Well, I guess you did with that cell phone in the car.
No. Ever since we had a cell phone, we ain't been over, because I ain't been to my dad's house in a long time to watch. I've been going to my mom's house, 'cause that's where he be at now, too. But ever since we got that phone, we ain't been over there.
Okay. Do you remember? Let's see. On a Tuesday, September 10th, I guess it would be September 9th. You guys are off from the dog track on September 9th.
Yes,
So roughly, you got that phone on a Thursday 3 weeks ago. On a Tuesday, that night, on Tuesday night when you guys were off, do you remember what you did before you got the phone?
I can't tell you. On that Tuesday?
Yeah, when you guys were off.
I really don't remember. It was a while ago. I don't know.
Where were you living at before you got the phone? A couple days before you got the phone.
We was at the apartment.
Over there on the James Road?
Yes, sir.
Now, when did you move in there?
September
September what?
15th.
But I mean, on the 9th, you wasn't living there.
That was the 9th?
Yeah.
Couldn't be. That was the 9th. So did we move in on the 1st? No, we moved in October. Hold up. I don't know, I gotta check the lease. The number. The lease on it. I could have sworn we was already living over there. It couldn't have been. Cause I was still living at my daddy's house in August. And I had given money for.
So you might have just been still at your dad's, kind of like in limbo between your dad's and.
I really don't remember. I can't say. I don't want to say nothing wrong. But
I understand. But I mean, you got a lease. You can find out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
What was wrong with the phone?
When you talked to Joanne yesterday, when she came down to your apartment, and she told you she called this boy's mama, did she say it was intentionally or by accident?
She said she was just trying to figure out who the phone belonged to.
And did she tell you what the woman told her on the other end?
Yeah, she told me that somebody said they killed my son.
Yeah.
Somebody had died.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember the young man that was killed off of Chesapeake Oaks about 3 weeks ago? He was walking home and was murdered out there. Do you remember anything about that?
My guy?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't hear about it. Well, I think my mama had asked me about it. She told me, do I know about some little boy that had got shot around them, right where my dad stayed.
Mm-hmm. That phone belonged to him.
For real?
Mm-hmm. So when it shows up in Hector's car, and then Joanne uses it, she actually calls his mom's mom.
Yeah.
And then we start trying to say, okay, who's got this phone? So it's really important,
Yeah, I
You see where I'm coming from?
I understand now.
So we're not accusing anybody, not accusing you or anyone. We're just trying to find out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you didn't have nothing to do with it, who gave you the phone?
Yeah.
You bought the phone from this guy named D.
Yeah.
And it's very important that you tell me the entire truth. And if you know this fella D, what we don't want to see happen is when we find D, he say, I didn't give him that phone. I don't know where he got that phone from. So I don't want you, in other words, I don't want you to try to protect anybody.
Yeah.
Like if you say, well, I didn't see his face and I didn't see this and I don't know him. If you know him, it's fine. We need to know because I don't want to make
I ain't never met him before other than that day.
Okay. So, but I think you would recognize him if you saw him again. If I showed you a picture of him.
I guess so. I can't tell if I can or not. I mean, my memory's not that well, you know what I'm saying? But if I had some pictures, maybe. I don't know.
Did he have any, how was his hair? Was his hair short, long?
He had like dreads. It was like a little short dreads.
Oh, just a short
one? It was a big one.
Okay. And he was a muscular build. About how tall was he? Do you remember?
I want to say about my height.
And you're how tall?
I'm like 5'8".
5'8"?
Yeah.
So he's roughly your size, just a little bit bigger, maybe muscular?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And did he have any facial hair? Mustache, goatee, any gold teeth, tattoos? Yeah, a little goatee down there.
Yeah.
Any gold in his mouth? Tattoos that you could see?
No, that I see.
How was his speech? Could you understand him? Did he have slang?
He had a little slang.
Little slang?
Yeah, like country. Yeah, mine, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Kind of like Randy Moss?
A little bit, not really.
Okay. But you don't know this fella D.
No,
and you shoot me straight.
Yeah.
So if we find D, D's gonna say, man, we're not good friends. Or if I look at your phone records, it's not gonna show you calling D.
Yeah.
Or D calling you.
Yeah.
That's all. I just don't want you to get in the trick box. That's all. Because we're shooting each other straight. Because, this is just the best policy.
Yeah.
So once you had this phone or this conversation yesterday, not phone conversation, but when Joanne came to your apartment, told you what happened, did it scare you?
It did, a little bit.
Sure. Well, I mean, you're only human.
Yeah.
I mean, you're only human. It would scare me too.
I was just like when she told me that the lady was going to tell my phone died. That kind of confused me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then I started questioning, like, on this phone right now, after my roommate going through what he had just went through, getting locked up for his charges or whatever. Then this happened.
Now, the woman that the detective is going to introduce into the conversation is named Maria. Maria is the mother of Hector, Mark Hill's roommate, who is currently in jail. Hector's little sister Joanne is the one who called the mother of the deceased. The detective is going to mention these individuals, and I just wanted you to know who he's talking about.
When you was talking to Joanne yesterday and she tells you all this here kind of stuff, did Maria come down and talk to you?
Nah, she was just asking the same thing she was saying.
But she came down and talked to you.
Yeah.
What did you tell Maria?
I told her that we had got the phone from this dude named D, like a couple of weeks ago. He had bought the phone.
Okay. Did you tell Maria or Joanne did they tell you, call this fella back that you got the phone from? Did you call the fella?
You
didn't call nobody?
They didn't tell me that.
Oh, they didn't? They didn't say, did you tell them, well, I called and he said, get rid of the phone? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because that's what they're telling me.
They said that he called me and told me
No, they said that you said that you got the phone from some guy at work at the dog track. And
said what?
They said that you got the phone from some guy, some dude you was calling, and they thought it was from the guy at the dog track, and they said call this guy and see where he got the phone. And
they told me that? Told me to call?
They asked you to call this fellow where you got the phone, and you told him, well, I called him you told Maria that I called him and he said, get rid of the phone and hung the phone up. You didn't do that? Okay. So what we're going to do is, if we have to subpoena your phone records, if you made a call yesterday to somebody about the time that she's saying it, it's just going to make it look like you're lying.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen.
Oh, okay.
Am I going to find something?
You might find my number to my old lady or something like that.
Hit the yard.
I don't know around what time it is, but
It's about 3:45.
yesterday.
Yeah.
He was just going crazy. Telling all type of
No, 'cause I got Maria at 2:57 p.m.
Now, did Maria call you?
Yes,
Can I see that a second? Okay. And that's Maria.
the leading
Torrance.
shit.
yes.
Okay. She called you yesterday.
Cause when she called me, hold up, yesterday was Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
When she was calling me, she was talking about the car. Like about me getting payments for the car.
Okay.
Like that.
After she got home and saw you in person, did you make a call about that same time?
Made me crazy.
Listen.
Me. Hate drinking. Oh,
How do you scroll this up? Is that the last call you got? So that's your mom?
Yes, sir.
You called her at 5 o'clock, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you called, so you didn't call anybody between Maria and your mother?
No, sir.
Okay.
$12 on his ass.
What did, your buddy say when you bought that phone? Did he say, let me borrow that phone, or did he ever use the phone or pick it up and turn it on, or?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, it was just in the car. He pretty much stayed in there, I guess.
Okay. Well, do you know Hector's uncle, Carlos?
I don't know him personally. I see him.
You just seen him?
And
Okay.
you know what time it is?
Yeah, it's almost 6:45. You gotta be at work at 7?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any idea? Have you ever seen any guns in the car with Hector?
Listen.
You ever seen a gun around him? Anything like that?
Listen.
Okay. What time you gotta be at work?
I had to be there at 6:43.
Have you noticed that I don't have ads playing every 4 to 5 minutes throughout my videos, effectively ruining your viewing experience? Well, I did it for you. I moved my ads into 2 separate commercial breaks, one in the middle of the video and one near the end. This should effectively give you extremely long periods of ad-free crime action. If you want to reward me for trying to give you a better viewing experience, you could do so by watching the complete video until the end. Thanks, friends.
Meet the new standard in sleep. This is Pod 4 Ultra. It's not a bed, it's a revolution in the sleep game. Crafted for those who demand nothing but peak performance from every aspect of life, including sleep.
So Markel escapes the scrutiny by using the old work excuse. But they didn't believe him, so they brought him back the next day.
Keep some water or anything?
Some food, more. You know,
I don't have food just yet, but I'll see if I can do you want some water or something?
I'll take some water.
Well,
Okay,
I got that
give me some
food. What you want, a time beef? Time beef with Pepsi.
You right, way to Good. Got her shirt. Alright. You smart as fuck.
It's over with.
Okay, okay. Markel, are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol? What kind of drug are you doing?
Some great.
Some marijuana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that right? Right, if I call my mama or somebody else,
What's your daddy's phone number?
I don't remember anything about her. I know my mama number though.
What's your number? Alright. You don't know your daddy's phone number?
It's out of state number.
He said that motherfucker came back the next day.
You call him now?
Yes,
You heard that right. 17-year-old Markel asked for his mama, and mama's come.
Hey.
What's going on with you?
I don't know, but they scared me because, like, a while ago, we had bought the phone from some dude in around this neighborhood, and then Joanne called me up, told me called that phone. Matter of fact, you remember that little boy that got shot up? Yeah.
Yeah,
They trying to say that the phone we bought was his phone.
that's what they're telling me.
Yeah, and
Where did the phone come from?
no, as I said, we had bought the phone from some dude up in around the park, for the junior high school in the apartments up there. We looked for something to smoke on, and then dude was like, "Well, I got this phone if y'all want it, 'cause we looking for a phone."
What's the dude's name?
All I know is about D. I don't know him personally. I ain't never seen
He
him.
said he got the phone from the racetrack. Where they
But
work
how many
at?
of these is out there in Duval, really? You know what I'm saying?
What apartment complex?
It wasn't no apartment. It's like, hey, you know how you go right down the junior high school, and you keep going, it's like a little, like a cave basketball court, tennis court, or something like that over there.
But why would you buy another phone? You already had a phone.
I know, but I bought it to store other numbers.
Other numbers for what?
Female numbers.
Why?
Because I don't want to know my phone number like that.
You bugging. But they are trying to say that you involved with this murder that was in Argyle,
I know.
or either you covering it up.
Only thing I gotta do is buying the phone, and when Jordan talks to me,
Did you know D?
no, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, bro.
Did you know that he worked up at the racetrack?
That's what they say. They say you used to work there back in the day, or when it was at McDuffie or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. They trying
They
to say
said
that
that's
I had
what you
something to do. I ain't
said.
had nothing to do with it, but I had a phone.
Okay, no. Calm down. As long as you weren't involved in the motel, it can be cleared. Because if you have to take a lie detector, take one to prove your name. But do not be covering for anybody because it ain't worth your freedom. You gonna go and take a rap for somebody on a murder charge? Was Hector involved in this?
You got mama in
Who
this,
was with you
boy.
when you bought the phone?
Yeah,
You got mama in this bitch.
And did Hector know D?
I guess so. He had called another man and was talking to him.
Where was you at the night this kid supposed to be murder?
That's crazy. You got
Man,
mama in
that's
this
it.
bitch tweaking.
A couple of weeks ago, remember that when I asked you about the guy in Argyle that got killed on the way home?
Yeah, me too.
It was like 1 something in the morning.
Go.
I don't really remember. I mean, could we be riding around and stuff like that? It was in the apartment while we were riding.
You don't remember what this guy looked like?
I don't know if he's black. He kind of on my size. He a little stocky though.
Yeah,
he got a little
baby.
dread. Like he's spread like he's starved.
You couldn't sketch him?
I don't remember.
That's how to tell.
It was a little minute since I seen him.
Oh, bro, I'm finna go back
It was
outside.
Wait a minute, when did y'all get the phone then?
It was a couple, like a week, 2 or 3 weeks ago, something like that.
That was when the murder happened.
I don't really remember the exact dates. I don't want to say that and be wrong or whatever. But I told the detective it was on a Thursday because I know they had paid that Tuesday, Wednesday, so it was on a Thursday or whatever. So yeah, I got it.
You been smoking today? What's it gonna take for you to get it, okay? It should scare you. We talking murder here. You don't even know how to get back to the place where y'all bought the gun from?
It's going down. It's going. I know because we passed the junior high school. I know that.
Wait a minute. Orange Park Junior High or the high school?
The Orange Park Junior High.
He probably had
And it's like some
$20
like a
in
cage. It's a cage. I can't remember. It's a basketball court or tennis court or something like that.
Yeah, his wallet.
I remember we passed the junior high school.
them kids.
Can't help you with that.
He probably ain't even had shit in his wallet.
That's the first I've ever heard of. But how many times will you tell you about if you don't know somebody and you find a phone off them, how suspicious is that for one?
I mean, people buy phones all the time. Well, I ain't gonna say
Not all for people.
Why not? You be buying phones out at the track. Somebody will hit the phone. Okay, well, they'll just change to take the SIM card out and give it to them. But the loose phones, they don't got the SIM card. They like prepaid.
So you never met the dude face to face? You just saw him while you was sitting in the car and Henry was talking?
Because I was in the front seat and he got into to the back seat.
He got in the car. Y'all did a transaction with the phone or whatever, and then he got right back out. Is that what you told you? You don't remember nothing else about that night?
OG sound like the police in this bitch.
Never spoke to that guy before then?
I ain't never seen that dude. I don't know him. I just seen him that day.
That's crazy. That's crazy work.
Image of his head, but his face and all of that. I just
She sound like she working for them.
Yeah, we were trying to look for something smoke on. Went out there, and then he came out like a little, I guess, not even 10 minutes long, and then we was gone. Then we rode around for a little bit, then we had to go to work.
They do that little question happen, but they're still trying to find out who killed this guy. And with you having a doggone dead guy's cell phone, that don't look good at all.
It wasn't on me. Well, I ain't even, cause like we was using, I ain't even using it for too long because I had lost it for a minute. And then Joanne told me Hector's uncle had found the phone and he been using it to call Maria or whatever, or Hector's mama for a minute. And then Joanne said she had went through the phone and called the mama, I guess, of the boy. And she was like, who phone is this? And she was like, they killed my son or something like that. And then she started crying. And then Joanne just kept saying, whose phone is this or something like that. And then she was like, the lady was kept saying, where can I get the phone? Or where can I, somewhere I can go to get the phone. And then she was like, well, I'm gonna call my mama real quick. And then she had hung up the phone and got called mama. And then she called me, asking me about it.
That shit crazy. Another motherfucker being nosy, going through shit.
Did Hector know that boy that was
right in the gym?
So you didn't know Hector that well. You didn't know Hector's friends like that.
I don't know all who you hang with, or who you saying with. I ain't even know the dude that they trying to say he shot. But I ain't know him. I don't know all these people.
So they hook you up to a lie detector test. You can pass it.
I said, I don't see why I wouldn't. I mean, I'm nervous right now, but that's because I'm scared because they're trying to say I killed that boy. But I ain't had nothing to do with that. All I had to something to do with that phone. I had bought that phone for that dude.
I know you didn't kill nobody, but being in a car with somebody and not getting a good face of somebody you buy a phone off of, I'd be the same way they are. I'd be suspicious of that too, especially if it's a dead person's phone. No, you don't have a way of knowing that won't care, but being in the wrong place at the wrong time always leads you right back to doggone trouble. Ain't that what we've been talking about for years now? It's the choices you make. And buying a doggone phone regardless of...
Get on his ass.
Effed up doggone reason you bought one for. It's still another doggone trap for the devil. You steady falling into the devil's traps.
Steady falling to death traps. Y'all
I
don't
know you
fall
gotta
into
go hard, but
death traps.
these people don't know you like that. You too trusting when it comes like that. And I don't know what the hell it's going to take to get your attention in this matter. But you got to wake up, son. It ain't no joke out there.
And Friday
And I
shit out
told you,
them.
whatever's done in the dark will always find its way to the light, no matter what it is. Always. You know the shadow of God, you ain't did nothing. You ain't got nothing to sweat about. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't got nothing to be nervous about.
Just checking on you.
We good.
Can't do shit.
You back in that?
Been in those predicaments before. That shit be crazy. Moms
So
can't
the
do
police
nothing.
decided that Markel's mother was doing such a great job extracting information, they passed on questions for her to ask. And then they gathered around and drank coffee and ate donuts. Just kidding about the second part. But they did feed her questions, though.
When did Joanne call that lady?
Yesterday,
They saying it was
Before-
Tuesday.
it might have been. It probably was 2 weeks after that.
So why you didn't bring up that phone then?
Yeah. OG working with the
Why
police.
you
That's
didn't tell me about
crazy.
the phone?
Because maybe it was not. Maybe
Nigga.
if it was nothing, why bring up something?
Nigga.
Reason?
She don't like your
About the phone or
daddy.
did Hector about that
I
phone?
gave him the money.
She wants you in jail.
But who had the phone in possession?
I had took it from him.
So how is it that Joanne found it in the car?
Because it was in the car.
Shit
I don't
crazy.
know. Because I had lost it for a minute. That was saying I ain't used it all the time. I had it for like maybe a week or so. And then I had lost it somewhere. And I guess it was in the car because she said her uncle found it in Hector's car. They had been using it for a little minute. What's taking up so long?
She can't like his
Waiting
pops.
on Dad to get here now,
Oh,
and
bro,
we
she
want to give
funny
you
as
mugshots
hell.
to look at.
But knowing a nigga
You
gonna
just
tell
say
her though.
You shouldn't, but you live and you learn. Everything happens for a reason. I tell you that.
Everything happened for a
Now I'm
reason.
thinking you were in the car the night that boy was killed in Argyle.
Why would they say that?
Okay, for one, you told him y'all went to get weed or whatever the case may be. You bought the gun off. Bought the cell phone off the guy. The guy, when y'all got there, he got in the back seat. They're trying to piece things together to solve a murder case. First of all, he got in the back seat. Y'all ride around and smoke or whatever the case may be. A boy get killed. That's what they have put together so far. So
They trying to say he got shot the same day.
that night,
The night we bought the phone.
yes.
But y'all said he got shot on the Tuesday, and
I don't know when he got shot. I know it was on the news a couple of weeks ago.
that's what the dude was telling me. And if I'm not mistaken, I remember I told him it was a Thursday we had got the phone. How can that be the same?
I don't know.
You talking
What
too
they thinking
fast.
is that the fact that
You shouldn't have said how you know it was a Thursday if you don't
you were
remember.
even in the car with him,
Goofy ass.
or you even witnessed something, and you covering for somebody right now.
That's the.
And since he continued to say that his roommate Hector knew D, and it was actually Hector who originally called D to come smoke and, when the phone transaction occurred, well, they decided to stop by the jail and speak with Hector Torres himself. They want to know exactly who is this D.
Okay.
Stand over here. Get those off you, alright? Lean forward for me a little bit.
Damn, D locked up?
Fingers out of the way.
All the murder was do some shit, then always be in jail. When a motherfucker trying to solve a case.
See this on the front. Just have a seat for me, Hector.
This nigga.
That's where y'all recording me at. Y'all told y'all recording me.
He and that bitch tweaking. I think that Dominican shit. Hey! Oh my! He and that bitch going crazy, locked up. He can't take it. Under investigation. He and that bitch going crazy. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Okay.
I'm ashy. I
Ashy
have no
as hell.
lotion.
My boy D tweaking. Alright, scratch. Yeah, shake it off.
Change the scenery for a minute. What's up? What's happening? What's happening, homie? You can't get even in the door. Come on, cuz.
Tweaking.
Man, trying to figure that door out. Okay. Hector, like I told you, I'm Charlie Sharman from Clay County.
Yes, sir.
And just want to talk to you about some stuff going on over there. Okay? I'm not here to talk to you about what you're in here for. Okay? But since you're in custody, I got to read your rights. Okay? I'm trying to sure that they went over this stuff with you, and I know that you're probably not under the influence of any drugs or alcohol right now, correct? You have none of that? Okay. And is your mental and physical health good?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody threatened or coerced you to talk?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I take it you're bilingual, right? So you can read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what we'll do is, Hector, is you know where you're at right now?
I think Police Memorial
Yeah.
building or something like that.
Yeah, the JSO 501 East Bay. And today's date is October the 2nd, 2008. And it's 11:20. What I want you to do is I'll read these to you and just initial that you understand them. If I have any questions, just let me know. Have you have the right to remain silent?
Do it as you go, or
Yeah, let's go ahead. Or if you want to read them, you can read them. I don't know.
oh no, it's, however you want to do it.
Okay. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, you want to be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide any time to exercise these rights or not answer any questions or make any statements.
Well, that's true.
And the last one is you have carefully read and listened to the above information. You fully understand your rights. And just sign it there, Hector. And just print it and write your address there.
Where I stay or right here?
Yeah, your mailing address.
Okay.
Come on, D. What you want?
Did you get some breakfast this morning?
I was breakfast like 5 o'clock in the morning, man.
What time did they give you lunch?
Like around 11.
Oh, it's about lunchtime. Past lunch then. Did you get a chance to eat lunch?
Because they called me down. They had me down here for like 45 minutes.
Oh, did they?
Because they told me to come down to release him. And then they told me to go to intake. And then they put me in that cell thing. They had me in there for like half an hour.
Okay.
And I just...
What I want to talk to you about is over in Clay County. And you work in Clay County. You work at the dog track.
Yes, sir.
When did you start work over there in dog track?
December 12th, 2005.
You've been there a good while.
Yeah. Started my mom's birthday.
Oh, really? Okay. And your mother, where does she live at?
She stayed 25 James Road, apartment 36.
Okay. Now, did you used to live with her, or you lived with her for quite a while? Or?
I've lived with her for my whole life, except for the year I went to go stay with my dad in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And then I just recently moved out like 2 months ago.
Okay. And that's when you moved downstairs. About 2 months ago. Remember when you moved in there, or roughly? Or?
It was the 15th. The 15th of. Let's see. I think it was August.
Okay, so this is October.
August, September. Is September or October?
This is October. The very 2nd of October.
August. Yeah, I think it was August 15th.
Okay.
If I'm correct.
And you moved in to apartment 34 with who?
With a roommate, my kid. He was also a co-worker.
Oh, that's right. He works at the dog track too, doesn't he?
Yes,
and your mother, her name's Maria, correct? Who all lives with Maria?
It's my mom, my sister, and my uncle just moved in.
Now your sister's Joanne.
Mm-hmm.
She's 15. And your uncle, what's his name? Carlos. Is he Torres?
This
or
Hector.
is he?
He's Torres.
Okay.
This
How
ain't
old
D,
is
this
Torres?
Hector.
Your uncle Torres.
I'm not sure. I think he's younger than my mom. So he's probably like 30 something.
Okay. Do you know, does he work anywhere?
I know he works at he just started working at a furniture factory over off of Pritchard Road or something like that.
Does he have a cell phone or anything like that? Okay. All right. How good of friends are you with Mikhail?
Well, I know he's been working at the track almost a good year now.
So you was working at the track before him?
Yeah, I've been there for 3 years. He just recently started this year.
Okay. And then you guys decided to just be roommates or whatever?
Yeah, because he knew I've been, going through some stuff with my mom and everything. So
Okay. Just hard to live with her?
Yeah.
Well, how old are you now?
19.
19? Okay. You just want to get out on your own?
Pretty much.
Whatever. All right. And Mikhail, is that how you say his name? Markel, he understand that he's got a dad. Do you know his dad?
Yeah, I know him, met a couple times. Yeah.
Do you know where he lives? Where his dad lives?
He's in Argyle, but I can't tell you. I know how to get there and all that stuff, but I can't tell you, like, the streets and all that stuff.
Right. Do you know his mother? Markel's mother?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Now, over in Argyle, where his dad lives, he ever spent the night with you at your mother's apartment, or you ever spent the night over there at his house?
He stayed the night at my house.
Okay. Have you ever spent the night over there with Markel?
I stayed the night at one time, but at his mom's house, like the apartments before she moved out.
Okay, she moved. Okay, I don't understand that about.
Oh, because she stayed in these apartments because his parents were separated,
right?
And his dad stayed in the house always, and his mom stayed in these apartments. Okay. And then, like, she was getting ready, like, to turn it in or whatever.
Right.
They already had all the stuff out, just a couple of stuff they had to take out,
Right.
And then one day before work, like, we stayed there, like, on the weekends, like, whenever, we work in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Usually sometimes we stay the night because, I was the one giving everybody rides and stuff. So that way everybody be in one place. So
you mean everybody that works with you?
Yeah.
In the dog track. Mm-hmm. Okay. And his mother, did she live off Wells Road somewhere over there? Or do you know?
I think that's what she lives now.
But back then, where was she living at then?
Timacona Apartments.
Oh, out there by the river?
Yeah, but she lived on Timacona Road. In between, Katoma? No, wait, is it Katoma?
It's Katoma.
Yeah, Seaboard, Katoma. The street after Katoma, there's apartments on the left side, like going towards 17.
Yeah,
on the left side.
Okay. All right. Do you remember or have a friend that's named that y'all call D?
D?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know a dude named D.
What is his real name?
If it's the same one I'm thinking about, I think it's Demetrius.
Okay. What does? Do you know his last name?
Demetrius. I don't know if I seen that. I probably remember.
Okay. But how long have you known D?
I don't know that.
Have you?
I think he was working at the track first, and then he quit, and then he just recently came back.
Okay. Now, when you was arrested over here, and again, I don't want to get into that.
No, yeah.
But do you remember what day you was arrested over here?
The 25th.
Now, was you still employed at the dog track on the 25th?
Yeah.
Okay. Was D employed at the dog track on the 25th?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. Because I know he works part-time at the track. Because,
Okay.
he cuts hair or something like that.
Okay. And, Mikel, he was still working there.
Mhm.
Okay. What kind of relationship do you have with this fellow, D?
It's like, I don't even know. It's like, right now, I guess you could just say we acquaintances or whatever, or co-workers, because at first we used to be cool, you know what I'm saying? But at first we used to have this little thing where, like on Sundays, that's the only day we get off early.
Mm-hmm.
We all, like, everybody picks a spot one day, like take turns, and we all chill at everybody's house, you know what I'm saying?
You know where D lives?
Last time I knew, he stayed, like, in the beginning of Argyle, like, Lindsay Terrace or something, I think that's what it's called.
No,
Like, right behind Babies R Us and Toys R Us and all that stuff.
in Argyle?
Yeah. Like, when you first turned to Argyle,
Right.
the first apartment is right there.
Okay, so it's right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Has D ever gave you or sold you a cell phone before?
Have sold me a cell phone? No. No, I got a cell phone from somebody else.
Okay. Have you ever? How about Markel?
He sold me one?
No. Has Markel? Well, has D ever sold Markel a cell phone, or did he trade him one, or give him one, or sell him one?
That I know of, no, because I know Markel's got Singular and D's got, I think, T-Mobile or something like that. So that I know of, no.
Okay. How about Markel? Has Markel ever gave you a cell phone, sold you a cell phone, anything like that? Okay. And I understand, we talked with Markel about some stuff that's going on over there. And
What, at the house?
No.
Oh, so what's going on at the house, man? You gotta tell me, man. That's my house, man.
No. I mean, he just it's over there in Clay County.
Oh, okay.
So there's nothing going on over there in your neck of the woods.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, man.
But with Markel, he's is he a good friend of yours?
Yeah, that's my dog, man. That's my rubber dog right there, man.
Is it?
That's the only person I think that. There's some people in my family and stuff.
Okay. Let me ask you this here. Markel's telling us that he was with you around September the 11th or 12th. And I know that's going back a little ways. Do you happen to know, it's a couple of weeks before you got arrested over here, do you happen to know what you were doing around the 10th, 11th, or 12th of September?
Doing? I have no idea.
Did you?
I know we're always, you know what I'm saying? We're pretty much together because, like, I'm his ride or whatever.
He's always riding with you.
Yeah, because he does that. Like, if his parents or something ain't picking him up to take him somewhere,
Right.
I'm taking him somewhere.
And you got the red
Cavalier.
four-wheel Cavalier. And it's my understanding that he's evidently taking over the payments or something on that car, or trying to help you out with it, or something like that. Okay. He says that around, I guess, the 12th or something of September, I think y'all get paid on a Thursday.
Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's thinking it was Thursday. That he said that you had called up this fellow D. Does he know D? Does Markel know D? Like, hey, I can call D up and he knows me? Or you?
Yeah, like they know each other from the job, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how cool they are because we was all cool at one time, but everybody fell off for D.
Was it just a problem? Or?
No, he was cool or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, we had this other dude that worked there. His name was Toby. And then they were beefing, you know what I'm saying? they had problems, but nobody, they never fought or nothing like that, so they just knew they had problems with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere, they was talking to each other, and then one day he said that he's like, yeah, I don't like he's like, people already know I don't like Toby. He's like, but I don't like Carlos, which is my cousin. He used to work there too until he moved or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, I don't like Toby or Hector. Carlos or Hector. I'm like, me? I'm cool with you, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Everything you ask me for, I do, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a cool person, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why you don't like me, but I was like, hey, if you don't like me, you ain't gotta like me, you feel me? Right. I'm not here to please you. Mm-hmm. So, then we just kind of fell off. Now we just see each other and stuff and that's it.
So, but do you know if if Markel's ever talked with him off the job with D? I mean, they work together, so he's got to know him.
Yeah.
Okay. Markel says that around that time, September 12th or something right around in there, that you had called D up and he had met y'all over there by Orange Park Junior High. Do you remember something going on like that?
By Junior High?
Yeah.
Man, this shit too crazy.
I remember we talked to him one day, but I know we met him, I don't know.
Markel is saying that you guys met him over there and bought up some weed or something, smoked some weed. And I'm not here to talk about that or something like that, But he says that you called D up on the phone and y'all drove over there close to Orange Park Junior High and met him. He got in your car and he was in the back and you just guys was chilling out, smoked some weed or something like that. Do you remember that?
I remember smoking with him, yeah.
Was it about that same time?
Honestly, I can't say. I don't.
But I mean, it wasn't like 2 months ago.
No, it wasn't that.
Or
far
3
back.
days ago.
No.
Before you got put in here. And do you even know where Orange Park Junior High is?
Yeah.
Does D live in those apartments over there?
I know he stays over there off of, I don't know if he stays over there anymore. Like I said, that's because I know was going to Terrace.
Okay, but that day you met him over there. Walk me through that, how that happened.
We just called, and then I guess he said he was, chilling somewhere or whatever. And then we asked him if we could meet him somewhere. And dude was like, alright. And I just made something in his hand.
Did you pull up to an apartment or off the side of the road? How did he get in the car with you guys?
I know we seen his car, and his car was right there, and he got in the car with
Was it like next to an apartment complex, a basketball court, or a playground, or do you remember?
If I'm sure, I think it was a park. If I'm sure, I'm not certain.
Okay. Did y'all pull up off the road, or did you sit somewhere? Or did you pick him up and drive somewhere?
Oh no, we just
sit there
a minute
over there by the park.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I say something wrong, just correct me because I'm just trying to figure out, what's going on. When y'all was together that day, was there more than one day that you did this here in that time period? Did you go over like 3 days in a row, or maybe 2 days this week, one day next week, or?
What do you mean, like to go chill and smoke with him or something? Because I'd rather see D like that. Or like off the job,
Do you remember what time of the day it was that you guys met?
It had to be at night, because I don't do that during the day.
So it was probably dark or almost dark, or? Do you remember? Okay, so he had some weed and you guys smoked it with him. Do you remember if there was anything else that he traded or sold to you guys that day?
Not while I was there.
Okay. Markel was telling us that during that incident that there was a phone that he had, that D had, and that he sold it to one of you guys.
I know. I got 2 phones over the phone.
Right.
So
Markel saying that he took the phone. Okay, and he said he needed the phone to store some numbers in. Does that sound like you've heard that story before? Could that have happened?
Yeah, I think so. Like a little flip phone or something like that.
Yeah, boost phone, something like that.
Well, I don't know what time. I think I remember now.
Okay.
Yeah, I know there was a phone. That's it.
Okay. Now, did you pay for that phone? Did Markel pay for that? Do you know how?
I don't know how to transaction right now.
Okay.
Cause I just know I remember a phone, but I don't remember like that day. I remember Markel told me he had a phone, but like I think it was a couple days afterwards or whatever. He's like, "This was for the hoes."
Let me ask you this here. Did you see D with the phone that he handed or sold to Markel?
I remember D say he had a phone, but I don't he never showed it to me. And then that day while we were smoking, if he did show it, I was probably
high.
Yeah.
So Markel was saying that he paid him $20 for this phone, and that he did want to put some girls' phone numbers in that phone. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that?
I remember you told me about the females and stuff on the phone.
Was it that night?
That he got the phone? Or,
yeah. I don't know. When y'all drove off from there, did he say, "I got this phone"? Did he show you the phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me. Markel. So what happened after the phone with that? After he purchased the phone, do you know?
Yeah, no, I don't really, we just talk to each other, if stuff is going on, or if we just chilling or whatever. Like, it's personal stuff between us that we talk to each other about it.
Right.
But I don't be, we don't be in each other's business like that,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, Markel takes his phone, and you see him playing with it from time to time in your car. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I know you had the phone in the car or whatever.
Okay. Have you ever used that phone or touched that phone or anything like that?
I know I've probably touched it to see it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's probably like skinny or something like that. Mm-hmm. I know I touched it, I was like, oh yeah, but I never used it.
The other day, that phone was used that he got from, what he is saying that he got from D. Mm-hmm. That phone that he got belonged to a fellow that was killed over there in Clay County.
Damn.
Do you remember hearing about a young fellow that was killed in Argyle on the Cheswick Oaks back up in there?
I think I know what you're talking about. Because my boss, one day was like, he didn't tell us if he was a young guy or something like that. He was like, he came up to everybody, was like, "Hey man, did y'all hear about, that guy that they found on the side of the road or something like that?" And that's all he told us, because he was talking to, another manager dude. And he was like, yeah, he's like, it's off in your area. And
okay. Anyway, that phone was used, and we've been able to trace that phone back to the victim. It was belonged to the victim. Okay. Mm-hmm. That phone was found in your car a few days ago by your uncle, and I guess Markel had left it in there or something like that. And they were looking for your phones. Your sister was looking for your phones, I guess.
Yeah, because they were trying to do something, so my uncle could take over my phone payments or whatever. Right. And then one of my other coworkers wanted to buy a different phone, one of my other phones for me. So they were going to take all my information out of it, so that way they could sell it to me and send me money as a compensation.
Okay, all right. So when that phone was, your sister picked that phone up, and she was scrolling down, and then she called somebody on that was in the phone. And they called us, and that's when we found out that it belonged to the man, the young fellow that was murdered over there. So last night, or yesterday, we talked to your sister and to your mother and asked them about this phone. And they are saying that, that they used the phone. They were hesitant to tell us what happened with it. They were kind of scared, since they found out that phone belonged to a guy that was murdered. Yeah. And they said that, that they got rid of the phone and all this kind of stuff, but we found out that they didn't actually get rid of it. And they talked with us last night, and they're helping us. And we found out where the phone's at. So then we bring Markel in and talk to him. And that's when he's telling us this story about this boy named D, that he got this phone from the boy named D. And during our conversations with him, he is saying that he did not know about the phone at first. He says, I bought it from D. You was with him, and he was putting girls' phone numbers in there. And he got a phone call from your sister yesterday.
Markel?
Yeah, Markel got a call from your sister yesterday saying, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And Markel says, just hold on. I'm on my way over there. And then your mother was...
Like she called him while you was with him?
No, that was the day before. But today's Thursday, Tuesday. She's calling Markel saying, hey, what's going on with this phone? How did you get a hold of this phone? And she calls your mother, and Marie finds out about it, and she's all worried about it. And so then they come home. And your mother says, I want to talk to Markel and find out where the heck he got this phone at. She says, I don't want any problems with anybody. So this is Tuesday. That day, Markel says that they're texting each other. Joanne's texting him. I'm on the way. He gets home. Joanne takes the phone down there and tells him, this is what happened. And he says that you got it from some guy named Dude or something like that.
Dude?
Yeah, but she could be off a little bit, And he tells him that y'all need to get rid of that phone. And then your mother starts to worry about it. Your mother talks to him, and he's acting like he's calling somebody. And Markel acts like he's calling somebody. So it's going. Well, your mother wanted him to call this boy D and say, "Where'd you get this phone?" And he just, he makes a call. Oh, it's going to voicemail, but he doesn't leave a message. So he tells, I don't know what we're going to do. Y'all need to get rid of that phone. So he's scared. He's like putting it all, wanting your mom and them to get rid of it. So she did. She got rid of that phone. And she got rid of it to some more people that, I don't know if you know this guy, Negro. Yeah.
I'm sure I know. I know it. I think that's her boyfriend's nephew or something like that.
So anyway, they all get tied up in this because of this Markel. So we're talking to Markel about it, and he's basically telling us his story that he picked up his phone, and we're not sure he's telling us the truth about it. So we started to talk to him a little bit more. And he says that he's been in Argyle quite a few times, and that he was over there in Argyle with him. He's got a girlfriend over there off of Phillips Highway. Do you know her? And that you've been over there with him. I guess you drive him around. You have to be with him.
Yes, sir.
Okay. My question is, when we was talking to him, and he starts saying some things, he's already implicated your mother in this thing, and she's very, very worried about what's going on. We spoke with her last night, and we spoke to your sister last night, and they're afraid of what's going to happen to them because of Markel getting him and telling them to get rid of this thing. My question is, we're trying to keep your mother out of this here and your sister out of this here because we think she just got tied up in it because your sister your uncle found the phone, and then Joanne used the phone, and then your mother got rid of the phone, and so we tracked all that down. With that phone being in your car, that it implicates you guys in some fashion into that murder case. Now, what I don't want to have happen is this boy Markel. Markel is trying to throw everything off on you. He's trying to throw everything off on your mother.
I throw it off on me?
He's trying to say that he had, after we talked, he's like, I have nothing to do with that. I'd have nothing to do with any of that. Because as we talked to him and asked him about, look, you're implicated in this now that you've got this gun. You told me that you bought the thing. And I said, did you use the phone?
You said gun. You said gun.
I said, did I? Excuse me, phone. The phone. He said that he never used the phone. He just stored girls' phone numbers in there. And I found that, I don't know if he's trying to if he's trying to lessen it or whatever. But when I say that he's now implicated into this murder, he says, no, I don't have, that D is your buddy, and that all your connections with the car. He says, I don't know anything about that. And I ask him, why did you tell them to get rid of that gun then? Why didn't you get rid of the gun?
What gun? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Sorry about that. The phone. He says, why don't you get rid of the phone? Why do you think he told your mother to get rid of it?
Honestly, I can't tell you. I don't know.
Did you have anything, or him have anything to do with the murder over there?
I don't know. I didn't. The only thing I had to do with is why I'm here now.
Okay. Back then, did you ever loan your car out to anybody?
No, I was real strict about my car. The only person I ever let drive my car is my cat, and that's only when I'm in it. Like whenever I can't drive or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's the only person I ever let drive my car.
Did you ever see Markel using that phone?
I see him dial, like save stuff, but I never seen him actually use the phone.
Okay.
Because he's always got his cell phone on him all the time.
Have you ever seen Markel with a firearm, a gun, or anything like that?
No, I know his parents killed him. Just like my mom would have killed me if she seen me with mine.
Okay. So, basically, he's saying that he got this phone from D, and you was there, and you saw that. And you're saying that you had nothing to do with this murder over there, correct?
I know both of us did.
Okay.
Because every time I'm always with him. Like if he's in Argyle, unless his parents pick him up, I'm the one there with him.
Do you think Markel would
going to jail,
be capable of doing a murder?
Yeah.
I think so. When he bought that phone, did D ever say where he got that phone from?
No. I know the only thing I know about that phone was that D was trying to get rid of it. I'm not trying to get rid of it, but like he just didn't need it or whatever.
Did he try to get rid of it more than once? I mean, did you see him like a couple of times trying to get rid of it?
Yeah, at work he was always like, I got this phone, I got this phone for sale or whatever if anybody wanted. And then I already had 2 phones of my own that both worked, so I was like...
Was that around the same time?
It was before then, I know, because I know for a while he's been saying it for a minute. He was like, I got this phone, He's like, if anybody need a phone, I got a phone for you.
Did you see the phone?
Not at the time, no. Not at work.
Did he say where he got the phone?
Mm-mm.
Anything like that?
He said, you get rid of it. Not get rid of it, but, he didn't need it no more.
That's crazy.
Who does he hang out with?
The setup.
Shit, I don't even know. I know, like, before he quit,
yeah,
he used to hang out with this dude named Blake and this other dude named Audemars. But I don't know if they still hang out together or whatever. Because, once D quit and they had all that drama about he didn't like nobody, we all just dropped off. I stopped talking to all of them. So I don't know if he hang out with them. I don't.
Does he have a vehicle?
OD? Mm-hmm. It used to be gold, but now it's blue.
The same vehicle, just painted it?
I think so.
Okay. Did you hear from anybody about
the phone? And I'm like the phone they were looking for, because they already had my main phone. So what's the phone number to this? I'm like, it's 525, 6355. And then she's like, okay. She said, well, do you know, is this Markel's phone? I'm like, what you mean? She's like, because I found this other phone, and, I called myself to see what number it was. And she's like, it's not that number, it's a different number. And she's like, we found it in the car. And I was like, yeah, that's probably Markel's phone. And that's how she told me about it.
But she didn't say anything then about it being used being taken from a guy that was killed in Clay County. So the first time you've heard about it was today?
Like, about being stolen or whatever?
Yeah. Okay.
Because she told me she got it in the car. Because she tried to call herself to see. Was that the name?
And that was about Friday when she told you that?
What's today?
Today's Thursday.
No, it was, I think probably just recently.
What'd she do, come see you?
Friday. No, she ain't come see me because I just got locked up.
Oh, you talked about it on the phone or something
like
that? Okay. All right. Just a second.
I'm for the same. Yeah, y'all fucked up, man.
Hey. Damn, so they trying to fuck my family up, huh? They trying to fuck my family up. Duval County. That's some fucked up shit.
Oh, that's how you know you did it, though.
That's some fucked up shit.
No, I don't think he did it. He'll be sleeping harder than that.
Hey, can I get some lotion?
On this part coming up, the first time I saw this, I thought my editing software had froze, but it's not. His eyes are still moving. You can see his mouth moving. What is this? Is there anyone in the medical industry that can explain this?
Can I get some lotion, nigga?
Yeah, my boy. Bro ass tweaking. Oh man, yeah. Did reality just kick in, my boy? His ass tweaking, boy. Oh, bro, take your ass to sleep, boy. Yeah, bro, you need that.
Oh, that nigga made me miss lunch. Yeah, can I get Rhea Dennis some lunch, man? God damn it.
So, Hector establishes the identity of this guy, D. Detectives are already out looking for him so they can get an understanding of where or who he got this phone from.
So you already know, man, this cell phone, they still trying to see what's going on. But I'm telling y'all, man, this shit so crazy. I came across this shit like, man. But the thing is, you just gotta really, if you went to these kind of cases and shit, motherfucker watching and shit, and I know this shit be bored sometimes, but this shit be crazy. This shit be brain twisted. But you already know, man, your boy Mo Money, man, I'm gone. I'll be back with another one. Hey, Richard Family News, man. The phone that solved the murder. Sheesh.